Welcome to the Otherworld Watch channel, where darkness thrives and the pages of haunted literature crackle to life. Tonight, we journey beyond the veil into tales born of terror and twisted imagination. Prepare yourself for stories that linger long after the last word. Tonight, we descend into one of the most terrifying and legendary stories ever written, The Exorcist by William Peter Blatty. Published in 1971, this chilling masterpiece was inspired by a real-life 1949 exorcism that Blatty read about during his studies at Georgetown University. It went on to terrify millions, becoming both a best-selling novel and one of the most shocking films in cinematic history. But beneath the possession, the vomit, and the screams lies something far deeper. A battle for faith, for innocence, and for the human soul itself. Chris MacNeil, a successful actress and single mother, has just moved into a charming Georgetown home with her 12-year-old daughter, Regan. Life seems blissful until the noises begin. Scratching sounds in the attic, cold drafts in the middle of summer. At first, Chris dismisses them as rats or old pipes. But the sounds grow louder, deliberate, as if something unseen is moving above them. Regan's once bright eyes start to look distant. She speaks to an invisible friend she calls Captain Howdy. But Captain Howdy doesn't sound like a child's imaginary playmate. Soon, furniture begins to shake. Objects move on their own. And when Chris wakes at night, she swears she hears heavy breathing from the darkness. Days turn to weeks, and Regan's condition worsens. Her once sweet voice becomes guttural and cold. Doctors and psychiatrists swarm, baffled. Her body contorts in impossible ways, her skin turns pale. She curses in voices not her own. Chris tries everything, science, medicine, reason, but nothing works. Then one night, a violent crash shakes the house. Regan is found pinned to the bed, her eyes rolled back, her body convulsing as an unseen force lifts her into the air. The doctors finally admit what they cannot explain. One whispers the unthinkable, "Maybe you should see a priest." Enter Father Damien Karras, a Jesuit priest and psychiatrist struggling with his own crisis of faith. He has just lost his mother, and his guilt consumes him. When Chris pleads for help, Karras hesitates. He believes in science more than spirits, but when he meets Regan, all reason begins to crumble. The smell of rot fills the room, the temperature plummets. Regan's face twists, her voice mocking his dead mother in perfect imitation. Objects fly across the room. Holy water burns her skin. Karras realizes this is not mental illness. Something ancient, intelligent, and malicious has taken hold of the girl. And so the church approves a full exorcism led by an experienced priest, Father Merrin. The priests enter Regan's room. The air is thick, bitterly cold. Their breath fogs in the candlelight. The smell of decay is overpowering, as though something dead festers in the walls. Regan lies restrained, her eyes glowing faintly yellow, her lips curling into a cruel grin.
"You fools!"
She rasps, her voice layered, male and female, human and not. Father Merrin opens the Rituale Romanum and begins the sacred prayer. The power of Christ compels you. The room trembles. The crucifix on the wall spins upside down. Regan laughs, not like a child, but like something that has been alive for centuries. She levitates, her body contorting grotesquely, her hair floating as though underwater. The priests shout the prayer louder, their voices cracking. Then, her head turns fully backward. A voice howls from within her.
"She is mine."
The temperature drops further. Frost spreads across the windows. Holy water sizzles as it touches her skin. Her tongue flicks out, long, dark, forked. She spits on Merrin's stole. It smokes and burns. The demon mocks them, whispering their sins, their fears, their failures. Merrin continues unflinching, beads of sweat glistening on his wrinkled brow. Karras feels the walls pulse, the air thick with unseen pressure. And then, silence. Regan's lips curl, her voice deeper than before growls.
"You will lose her."
Her bed slams against the wall, candles blow out. A shadow moves across the ceiling. The priests cry out the prayer again and again, their words drowned by the roaring wind that suddenly fills the room. Then Regan collapses. Father Marin slumps beside her, exhausted, heart pounding, and stops breathing. Karis rushes to him. Too late. The old priest is dead. Karis looks back at Regan. The thing inside her smiles. And then, in a voice that is both hers and not hers, it whispers,
Your mother is waiting for you.
Something inside Karis breaks. Tears fill his eyes. He screams.
Take me! Leave her! Take me instead!
The room erupts in chaos. Wind, thunder, darkness, and then sudden silence. Karis' body goes rigid. His eyes blaze with something unholy. For one moment, the demon has him. And then, with a final surge of strength, Father Karis runs to the window and leaps. The impact is fatal, but in that act of sacrifice, the evil is banished. The air in the house feels lighter. Regan awakens, innocent, confused, unaware of what horrors had unfolded. The priests are gone, the evil defeated, but the scars, both seen and unseen, remain forever. Later, the McNeils leave the Georgetown home. But on certain nights, when the wind passes through those cracked windows, locals swear they can still hear a whisper, soft, mocking, familiar.
I am not gone.
Thank you for joining me on this journey into one of literature's most iconic Gothic tales. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more literary adventures. Till then, stay curious and stay brave.